Hi guys, it's Natasha Camille, and today I'm going to be showing you how I do my wash and go routine for the super humid climate so that I can go from this frizzy mess to my signature big hair look. In this video, I'll be showing you my favorite products to use to fight frizz and application techniques to get me this look. Okay, so I'm going to start off using Ouidad's Ultra Nourishing Hair Mask. And I love this hair mask because just immediately when I put it in, my hair detangles really easily and it makes it so I can comb my hair out with my fingers, which is always super important to me with a hair mask. And it also just kind of works with making my curls more defined before I start styling it. I am going to keep this hair mask in for 5 minutes, and then this is my freshly rinsed hair after it. My curls are a lot more defined and easy to work with while I get into styling. So I'm just going to leave out 1/3 of my hair in the back, and this will be my first section that I work this Climate Control Styling Cream, also by Ouidad, into my hair using the raking method. So I basically just rub about a quarter size amount all through my hair and just comb it through with my fingers to make sure the product is evenly distributed. Now I'm going to take my Tangle Teezer and comb all the hairs just so that they're laying the exact same way. And I basically use the praying hands motion, which is a popular method of making the hair kind of clump together and really fight frizz. And I'm just going to do the exact same thing to both sides, and then I go back with my water bottle and I spray pieces that are just, a little bit frizzy or not curling as well as the others. And I typically see this towards the front of my head, like around my ear section. So as you can see, it's just really fuzzy at the top, and all I do to take care of that is just finger coil it. I don't do this all over my head because finger coiling isn't necessarily a wash and go just because of how long it takes. You kind of want a fast, quick routine that you can do often so that you can care for your hair, without it taking an hour or two every day. And this is how it looks at the end of that section. And so I'm just going to go ahead and move on to the top now. So for this part, basically I just keep my bangs out of the way, and then really important step is to keep adding water, especially if you have high porosity hair like mine, just because mine dries up very quickly, and products work a lot better into my hair when they go onto like almost a soaking wet base. And then I'm going to take my Tangle Teezer, and for the hairs on the side of my face, again, since they don't curl that well and they're the place of attention, I'm going to do that same finger coil technique to kind of get all those curls moving in the same direction. And I just scrunch that up, and then the hairs towards the back, I use the praying hands method since they don't need as much assistance curling as the hairs right off to the side. And I'm just going to move my way towards the back, slowly taking pieces and smoothing them out with my hand, and then following that by scrunching. Also, as a last step, I like to just take that praying hands motion and do it all over the majority of my hair, just to kind of catch those flyaways that I might have missed the first time. And now to move on to the very top section, I'm pretty much just going to comb it down as if it's one huge bang, and I kind of have like that part just right at the crown of my head and work on the hair just away from that. So again, I'm going to use the praying hands motion followed by the scrunching all over my head, and then I'm going to focus a little extra on the bangs. I like to finger coil the hairs right around my face because those are really the first pieces of hair that you see when you look at me, so it really makes a difference in the final look. And now that I've gone through all 3 sections, I basically just do some spot correcting. So I kind of look in any pieces that look extra frizzy or awkward, like this piece right here. I take my Tangle Teezer, smooth it out, and I just do the quick solution, which is adding those finger coils in, and it makes it dry in these really nice spirals, but not spirals all over, just in a few sections like towards the top and the side of my head. And so that's what really amplifies the look of like that perfect fro, but also still natural. Also, a little tip I use to make my hair last longer throughout the week is sealing moisture in with oils. I'm using this oil by Be Nourish, and it's basically just a hair growth oil that's really great for my scalp, but it also works nice towards the ends of my hair as it seals that moisture in and keeps it shiny throughout the week. And then after this, I like to use my microfiber towel to quickly soak up any of that excess water so that I can move on to the next step, which is applying the gel. And before I do that, I just want to make sure again that I have all of those frizzy sections out. So I'm just going through my hair one last time to find any pieces that may look a little awkward, because a frizzy curl wet is a frizzy curl dry. So I get rid of all of those before I even go to the next step. For gel, I'm using the same product line from OuiDod, their climate control, and I'm just putting it on the tips of my fingers and kind of raking it through, but only at the bottom of the hair. So this method made a huge difference in how my hair reacted to gel, because I never used to use gel, but that was because I was kind of putting it all over my head. So a huge tip that helps with my hair type, if yours is similar to mine, is really only focusing it kind of on the bottom, the tips of the hair, and maybe just lastly kind of smoothing out the top. I personally like to air dry instead of blow dry or use a diffuser. I think that the results are a bit more natural looking, and I also like that it gives me some more volume, and I kind of think that it makes my hair last longer between wash days, so that's a big help. If I were to say wash my hair at night, this is what my hair would look like in the morning, and then this is what my hair would look like the next day after it's fully dried. Hopefully this video was helpful, and some of you can even try these techniques the next time you do your own wash and go. This was definitely one of my most requested videos, so if you guys want to see any other tutorials on what I do to take care of my hair, just let me know in the comments. Thank you.